So national and state standards is the next section I wanted to highlight. Again, you can get there by clicking standards based in the main navigation bar. It's also under Teach Social Skills. It's listed as one of those items. We created this website because teachers told us that they needed to better understand the alignment to the various national and state standards. Of course, we can't do all 50 states. We're the University of Kansas, so we started with the state of Kansas. The social emotional state standards, depending on which state you're in, will probably align very well to the Kansas state standards. So hopefully you can find what you need as far as alignment when you're doing your own lesson planning and or IEP goal writing. So you can come through here and it's organized by our domains and the skills within those domains. And then it tells you how it aligns to the CASEL national standards, the CASEL 5, and then here's the Kansas social emotional character development standards. So if you're needing standards alignment, you can find it there. In addition, we have a section called IEP Goals. Again, you can get there from the navigation bar at the top. Once again, teachers asked us for this. They wanted to understand what goals were aligned with which of the lesson plans. Those are embedded in the lesson plans, but in addition, if you want kind of a bank of IEP goals that have been written, as well as the benchmarks that go along with those, you can come to this table and scroll through. It's organized again by our 10 domains, and specifically the students that are highlighted within the lesson plans, as well as the classroom stories that are embedded in VOISS Advisor. Speaking of classroom stories, that is where we're going to go next. So I'm actually going to go back to Teach Social Skills in the large navigation window, and I'm going to scroll through this list. Again, this is kind of my go-to area of the website because you can get to everything here. There's the national and state standards we just went over. Those are the IEP goals. That's a link to the evidence-based practices page. Again, a link to our VOISS app for kids. This is the progress monitoring that ties back into the VOISS app for kids. But we're going to go to the last one on the list, and those are the classroom stories. We wanted to create authentic, relevant stories of middle school students who are learning social skills, and we wanted you to be able to see your own kids in those stories. So the educators who helped us build these are the ones who worked with actual kids. So you're not reading made-up stories. These are actual kiddos who have been de-identified. And you're going to see how they describe their journey to helping that particular child. So I'm going to hit read more under Todd's story. It tells you Todd is an 8th grader, kind of the history of where he started struggling with various aspects of learning, but maybe specifically getting into social skills. And then down here, you can click on any of these hyperlinks to jump, but the parent perspective is first. It tells you about Todd's parents and what their wishes or concerns are for their child. Then you get the teacher's perspective, Mr. Zamaron. You kind of read about him in that first lesson plan that we looked at. You can also have Mr. Zamaron actually speak directly to you if you want to watch any of his videos. He's introducing his concerns for Todd, talking about some of the unexpected circumstances or respecting his feelings, etc. So you can read about those, or you can have Mr. Zamaron tell you about them. And then showing empathy is a component that they wanted to work on for Todd. These are just some of the areas in which Todd was really struggling. And then here are the 5 lesson plans that were developed for supporting Todd specifically. Please pause the video and choose at least one classroom story to open and explore. And hopefully you can find at least one student whose characteristics and behaviors are similar to the students with whom you are working.